Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Mr. Corpus and I'm going to show you a video, not a video, a presentation about the tuba, okay? Just to give you a little idea about what the instrument's all about, and hopefully it'll give you some interest in playing the instrument. So the first thing that I want you to know is it is part of the brass family. So in band we have three different families. We have the woodwind family, which is your flute, clarinet, saxophone, oboe, bassoon. And then you have your brass family, which is all the instruments that you see. So I know there's a lot, but I'm just going to mention them to you out verbally. You have your trumpet, your French horn, which is this instrument right here. So trumpet over here, French horn over here. You also have your trombones, your euphoniums, and your tubas. Okay, so that's part of the brass family. And then we also have our percussion family, which is all of our drums and stuff. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. So one fact that you should know is that it is the lowest sounding instrument in the band. Well, one of the lowest, but yeah, definitely the lowest instrument. And it is also the largest brass instrument in the band as well. So it's a pretty big size instrument, and it's definitely got a bigger cup for your mouthpiece for when you buzz, and we'll go over buzzing in a little bit as well. So yeah, it's a big brass instrument, has a beautiful low range. It's the heart of the ensemble because we need that bass, okay? It is part of the bass system that we have in music, okay? So it's definitely an important instrument to have in an ensemble. So this is going to be a video of just what buzzing is all about, how to make that sound that that I was talking about for all brass instruments. Okay, so she's going to go over it I think she goes over it for every instrument, but it's brass. So brass, you need to make sure that you have a buzz, and we're going to go over that in this video.
To teach you how to make a buzz on a brass instrument. This mouthpiece here is a French horn mouthpiece. Matilda has a trombone mouthpiece. Now, as you can see it, different size. They're all very different, but we make the sound the same way. Now, to do that, you need to take a big breath, put your lips together like you're going to kiss somebody, and you blow. Matilda, could you try that? Big breath, sitting nice and straight, lips together. Good girl. And once again. That's fantastic. Now, Matilda, once you can do that, you can buzz tunes like this. Matilda, you give that a go. Yes, a bit of practice and you can get a whole repertoire. Now, once you can make a buzz, you then can buzz into a mouthpiece. So, here's that trumpet mouthpiece. Here's the horn mouthpiece, trombone mouthpiece, all different shapes and sizes. The buzzes will sound very different, but it's all a buzz. So, once we get it onto the mouthpiece, you can buzz like this. Deep breath. Good girl, Matilda. Here's the trumpet mouthpiece. Here's my horn mouthpiece. And the trombone mouthpiece. Fantastic. Now, once you practice your buzz, you could buzz tunes like this.
Okay, and so I know that video was pretty long, but just to give you an idea of buzzing, that's a perfect example of it, okay? And let's go ahead and move on to our next slide. The next thing that we need, quick reality check, okay? So for all instruments, you need to take a big breath through your mouth, okay? Not through your nose, through your mouth, without creating tension in the body, and you want to push fast forward air into the instrument, okay? Just making sure that you're aware of that. Let's go on to the next video. So here's a brief history of the tuba.
The tuba derived from an instrument known as the ophicleide. The ophicleide was developed in the early 19th century and was succeeded by instruments like the tuba and the euphonium. The ophicleide officially belongs to the bugle family. The tuba was invented by German composer, conductor, and inventor Wilhelm Friedrich Weiprecht and Johann Maurice in 1835. Tubas are used in everything from orchestral ensembles to marching bands, jazz bands, brass choirs, etc.
Yeah, so it's just used in different ensembles as well, but it's definitely an important instrument in the ensemble for the bass part of it. So here are some examples of the tuba sound. Scary, isn't it? I think you recognize that tune too. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. And our next example. So yeah, so this one was actually pretty fun too, right? It's a quick and fast quick and fast piece. Definitely shows off the technique of the instrument, the technique of the musician. So yeah, it can play fast. You can play fast music on it as well. Let's move on to the marching band side of things. So now you're going to listen to an example of a marching band. So yeah, at the end you got the horn line there, but from the beginning it showed you more of the tuba line. So yeah, so they're holding it differently because they're marching and they're moving around, and it's also a different instrument. Well, same instrument, but arranged or built differently in order to hold it that particular way. Okay. But yeah, so now let's move on to our director email. So if you have any questions, this brings me to the end of our tuba discussion. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email us. We are more than happy to help you guys make a decision with your instrument choosing or anything you need for band, okay? We have Mr. Jeffrey Heffler, who's the head director of our band program. We have me, Mr. Luis Corpus. I'm one of the assistants. And you have Mrs. Nancy English, who is another assistant of ours. Any of us will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So please reach out. We're looking forward to speaking with you and communicating with you. And I'll see you in band class. Take care.